Hey girl, hey, I'm Tara Jones-Williamson, financial success coach and lifestyle designer. And today we're going to talk about the 7 bad money habits I wish I would have stopped sooner. If you are new around here, I am a financial success coach, and over 12 years ago, I used my income to pay off over $60,000 in less than 2 years, period, as a single mother. Right? And so I am always sharing tips and tricks and strategies around money and money management on how to get better with managing your money. All right. So the first thing that I wish I would have stopped doing sooner is retail therapy. Listen, go to therapy, sis. When you hit the mall and when you get online and start scrolling in order to relieve stress, that is going to hinder your budget, right? I love to look cute. I love to buy new stuff, even as a financial success coach, right? However, I do not use retail therapy, as they say, right? I use my income to create the lifestyle that I desire, to constantly level up in my finances. And I go to therapy in order to deal with my emotions, my feelings, my family, my friends, breakups, whatever the case is, deaths in the family. I do not use retail therapy in order to help me cope with things that life throws at me. All right. And so I advise you to do the same. If you want to start managing your money better, keeping your budget intact, making sure you are constantly leveling up in your finances, definitely cut out the retail therapy. All right. Start making money and money management unemotional. Okay. The second thing is keeping up with the Joneses. Although my maiden name is Jones, period, I do not try to keep up with the Joneses. I am not here scrolling on social media, trying to get the latest handbag, trying to get the latest car, trying to buy the latest house, trying to get the latest home decor item, right, that I see somebody else have, right? I am using my income to level up financially in what I want to do. I am using my money in ways that I want to. So whether that's fitness, whether it's saving for my kids' college fund, whether it's for back to school supplies, right? I'm focusing my attention on what I want my money to do for me, and I'm allowing other people to do their own lifestyle level up, right? I'm not looking at somebody else and saying, oh, I want that, I want that, I want that. I'm trying to keep up with the latest trends. I'm trying to keep up with the Joneses. That is a surefire way to get off budget as well. That is another bad money habit we got to let go right now. All right. The second thing is ignoring my credit score. Ignoring your credit score, even if you're not actively using it. So let's say you're not actively looking for a car, auto loan, or a house loan, a mortgage loan, or getting a credit card or something like that. You're pretty maintaining right now. You definitely still need to think about your future, right? So in the future, you might want to buy a new home. In the future, you might need to use your personal credit to leverage a business credit because you don't have business credit yet, right? So knowing how to manage money and knowing how to manage credit for your future self is great. And so to sabotage your financial goals, to sabotage your credit score in the moment is not setting your future self up for financial success, right? Here's a big way that a lot of people sabotage their credit score is by having late payments, right? So if you have credit cards right now, if you have an auto loan or student loans or a mortgage or anything else, and you are constantly getting late payments, paying it late, forgetting about the due date, forgetting to auto pay it, all those different things, that is sabotaging your credit score significantly, right? And your future self is going to struggle when your future self finally wants to buy a house, finally wants to level up, wants to get capital, wants to buy a building for your new bakery or whatever the case is. You are sabotaging your future self, right? So that's a bad money habit you need to stop today. All right. The fourth one is living on borrowed money. I no longer live on borrowed money. I actually am working with a client right now, and she has a lot of credit card debt. And so I'm really trying to get her to understand that you do not live on the amount of your credit limit. That is not your savings account. That is not your emergency fund. You should have actual cash set aside in an emergency fund for any future financial opportunity, any travel expenses, or any financial issue that comes up that you weren't even thinking about, like a car repair, right? You should have money set aside for future obligations. You should not be thinking, well, I can just spend all the income I have this month on whatever I want because I have a credit card with a $10,000 limit. That should not be your thought when you think about your credit cards. Your credit cards are a financial tool. That is it. A financial tool. And so you should be putting like $10 or $20 on there just to keep it open, just to keep it building, your credit history, right? And then pay it off immediately, or pay it off, auto pay it to where it pays off to where you're not incurring interest rate. Do not live on borrowed money. I know that's one thing I got rid of as well. Number 5, always eating out. Since the food ain't that good, right? Chick-fil-A ain't that good. Uber Eats or whatever, DoorDash or Uber Eats, your favorite place, your favorite restaurant to get, and you have Uber Eats or DoorDash delivered to you, it ain't that good to where it's going to keep blocking you from achieving your financial goal, period, right? And I want you to think about that. Is this McDonald's? Is this teriyaki chicken? Is this whatever meal, your favorite meal that you constantly are eating out versus learning how to cook at home? Is that worth you constantly blowing your budget, constantly spending all your income on food versus using your money to level up, to pay off debt, to build a savings account, to build that travel fund to where you could travel 3 or 4 times a year and not on borrowed money, right? Think about that for a second. I want you to sit and think about that for a second. Number 6, not negotiating my income or salary. Sis, I was not always a full-time entrepreneur. I actually worked at Amway, which is this global manufacturing company that's based here in Michigan, right? And so I started off making $18 an hour. And by the time I was done in year 4, and then I became a full-time entrepreneur, I was making over $32 an hour because I negotiated my salary every year. I did not wait for them to come to me with a 50-cent raise, with a $1 raise, with a $2 raise. No. I took it upon myself. I said, listen, I am providing value in these areas for this company. I would like a raise. I think I'm worth this much. Also, I looked at other companies and my job description matches these other companies and look at the salary they are paying, right? And so I came to my upline every year. When she was giving me a review, I was giving that company a review, right? I'm adding to your bottom line. You need to add to my personal bottom line, period, right? And so you have to negotiate. And if you are a full-time entrepreneur like me, when you do speaking engagements, when you go, to do bulk sales for your products and services, if you are giving some type of service to a customer or client or business, you definitely need to be negotiating your rates and getting paid with your worth. That is a poor money habit to not constantly level up in income each and every year. And guess what? Nobody is sticking out their neck trying to give you more money. These companies, these brands, these businesses, these jobs that you work for, they are trying to get the most from you with paying you the least. So it's up to you to make sure that you're getting the most for your money and that you're getting the most money that you can out of your job description, all right? And so the last and final thing, number 7, neglecting financial education. I am 12 years into managing money intentionally, right? I've been a financial success coach for 7 years. I still read personal finance. I still watch the latest and greatest podcasts, YouTube channels, books, anything that I could get my hands on money related to keep my mind fresh, to keep ideas flowing, to keep me leveling up in my finances. And what I don't know, I read about. What I don't know, I get more information. I do not stay stuck, right? One thing about me is that in my journey, my kids are all middle school, 2 middle school and 1 high school. I'm starting to think about how to help them manage money, how to teach them how to manage money, how to put money inside and different investment avenues to where we can use compound interest to make sure that if they go to college or start a business or buy their first home or need capital to get a building for their business, whatever the case is, that my husband and I are setting them up for success, right? I'm not stopping at, well, I don't know. Nobody did it for me, so I don't know. Nobody taught me. Well, school didn't teach me that, so I'm just going to leave it here. No, sis, right? It is up to you to level up in your financial literacy. All right, so those are the 7 money habits, bad money habits at that I wish I would have stopped sooner. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to my page. Bye.